Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today's classic is a beautiful example of a Ford Anglia 105e from February 1964. And one of the most remarkable things about the car is cover off on here. I'll try not to give too much information away, but look at that. The previous owner owned the car since 1964. And the reason it's one former keeper is that it changed ownership within the same family, husband to wife. Sadly, after the husband died, the car went into his wife's name. But so this logbook actually shows two previous keepers, and for a car that's closer to 70 than 60, it's remarkable. So to actually find a 105e that's been in the same family for as long as this is a real rarity. Now the car itself is in beautiful condition, and we'll have a walk around video together so we can have a look, but some very minor modifications here. For a start, these are genuine Lotus steel wheels, which are wider than the standard wheels fitted on an Anglia, and actually to give it a stance, you'll see that it's a little lowered at the back, and that's been achieved by a block on the suspension. The underside is completely solid and totally undersealed. The car has obviously been restored at some point because the paintwork is in exceptionally good condition. It looks to have all been painted at the same time as has the underside. Now, those of you in the know, even though this car is actually a Anglia Deluxe, you'll notice a couple of features here at the back which mean, well, there we are, there's a clue. It says Super, and one of the differences between the Deluxe and the Super is the extra chrome, and you'll see that this car has been treated to a bit of extra chrome, which is very smart. So the Super, a bit posher, bit of extra chrome, and that's what this car is wearing at the back. It's lovely that it retains its original number plate from 1964, and of course this is the colour people identify the Anglia with. I think there was a certain film about a young lad in round glasses that made these cars extremely popular, and this one is worthy of any car collection, but it's in such nice driving condition it'd be a shame not to actually get in and drive it. It's covered just 83,000 miles in all those years, which again is very respectable. And as we go around the front of the car, it's got those Lucas lamps, which again another extra that you would have got on the posh version, and it's lovely to see them fitted here. It really suits the car, I think, and the chrome work is in really nice condition. The tyres are all pretty much as new, matching set all the way around, and if I get in very closely, you can see the extra width you get on the Lotus rims, and they're powder coated. And also if you look a little further in, you'll see the whole of the undercarriage of the car has all been painted as well. We've got wing mirrors usually, that's what these blanking chrome plates are for, but the car has actually got door mirrors clipped onto the A-frame, which a lot of people find easier to live with. I've left the bonnet ajar so I can open that up in a moment and show you underneath, but for now I'm going to show you that the front wing is in excellent condition, as is the door and rear wing on the driver's side. The roof is lovely. The paintwork around the back here in this back panel, the chrome is excellent. Nice chrome tip on the exhaust. The bonnet and that swept back rear screen looking great. The rear wing on the passenger side is excellent, as is this door. And the only area on the car which does show a bit of a bubble is way down there at the bottom of the wing, and we've got a little bit of bubbling there, which I think for the age of the car we'll forgive it one little area, I think. And then looking at the rest of the wing here on the passenger side, that's excellent, as is the chrome. And I mentioned those driving lights to you, how nice they look. If I get to the front, look, you can almost see the old Ford Thunderbird in the way you can a little bit of Corsair, of course. And we love these old Fords, and that's kind of a bit of almost American styling at the front of them, I think, and certainly having the wings on the back. Okay, let's have a look under the bonnet. I'm going to pull the bonnet up, and they open this way. Now, a nice heavy-duty looking battery by Varta, and you'll see how nice and bright and original the engine bay looks. A nice clean engine. It's got more of a K&N type pancake filter on there rather than the traditional round filter, and there is a chrome, well, actually an aluminium type rocker cover, which is quite pretty on this engine. It's got a electric cut-off switch, which is quite handy, and that looks to be an upgraded coil with what looks to be electronic ignition as well. Other than that, she does look quite standard underneath the bonnet, and everything does look present and correct. I'm seeing some new bolts here, suggesting that perhaps some new suspension legs, but we can have a look at those. So, down with the bonnet. Let's drop that in place. And now, one of the other beautiful features of the car is just how nice she is inside. Now, for starters, the interior has been fully refurbished on this car, including door cards, two-tone, and that's the same across the back for these, the back here, and then the front seats all look pretty much as new, through to the panel and dark carpets. Now again, without trying to be too much of a geek, when you've been around as many cars as we get in here, you get to know some of the specifications, and it's nice that somebody's actually fitted a nice contrasting dark blue carpet, because one of the things that Deluxe had, the earlier cars, they were like a rubber mat, where this one, as you can see, has got a rather plush carpet and then undersill. Somebody has fitted a modern CD player, and it's got a large, I think that's Bose, and that's probably going to sound pretty good. It's got a large speaker sitting in front of the gear knob, which is I'm sure quite an upgrade, because I think it's you know, you don't always even see a radio in these, let alone a fancy one. It's lovely to see the dashboard and all of the originality here. This is how you open the bonnet, by the way. It says hood. Look, that's a very American term. A choke, controls for your heater, a little cigarette, evidence of a white rabbit there, and then a butterfly. It's a nice chunky sporty steering wheel here, which actually kind of quite suits it really. The dashboard here in lovely condition, showing that 83,000 miles. This is the light switch, obviously ignition. Looks like it's got its original keys, which is lovely. Somebody's fitted a cigarette lighter here, so if you want to charge up your phone or plug in a sat nav, you can. Oh, look at that, that's the old-fashioned type of additional electric socket fitted next to it. I'm assuming people aren't using that, and they're using that one these days. So very, very pleasant place to be in. A little nick here in the headlining, but other than that, the rest of the headlining looks to be very good. A little bit of a split here in the headlining too. Visors nice and original, but nice and bright, you know. Really nice place to be in because of the refurbishment of the interior. It is excellent inside as well. So I'm going to step outside the car and we'll have a little walk around it once more together. This is the smaller engine, 997, not the 1200. As I mentioned, it is a Deluxe, despite it having a few bits on that suggest it's a Super. A pancake filter, a sporty steering wheel, and some Lotus wheel trims do set the car off rather nicely. I can see this looking very, very sharp at any classic car meet in the land. But as we walk around here, I will give you a final little walk round of the car. really, really nice condition. It starts, it drives, the whole engine's been rebuilt actually. Having spoken to the previous owner, it was made sure that the car was kept in tip-top condition. It was a pride and joy, member of the family, and when you've had a car all of those years in the same family, it really must feel like a family member. So thank you for watching today's video. This is Danny at Bruddy James Classics signing out.